FREQ. Welcome back to episode number 13. Wow, lucky number 13. My birthday is July 13th, which is coming up.
Soon.
This is going to be Cancer season, absolutely. And this is going to be a cool episode. We're pretty much talking rap front to back. There's been a lot of cool releases in rap music. What are we going to get into today?
So, we're going to talk about Michigan Boy Boat first. And then we're going to talk about a few other songs that dropped recently. Miss the Rage and also What You Need by Don Toliver. And then we're going to talk about festivals coming up.
This is going to be a dope summer. This is going to be a turned up summer.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
Lots of festivals. Festival lineups have dropped. Tickets sold out. And we want to talk about that and also talk about drill music and just our opinions of kind of how drill music is dropping right now and some new drill music we've heard that we fuck with. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Michigan Boy Boat. This came out a week ago now.
No, it came out probably
last
3 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, time flies.
Yeah.
Do you know what day it is? Most days?
No, not really.
I have no clue what's going on.
What is time?
Okay, Michigan Boy Boat. Yachty messing with a lot of the Michigan people, getting on these Flint beats. They are tight. Lot of cool producers on here. What was your feeling on this album?
I loved it.
Me too.
I've been getting more into some Detroit rappers. Nobody that heavy, but Baby Smooth is somebody that I've been listening to since 2018. And then Sada Baby I started listening to last year, and him and Yachty dropped a few songs together before this too.
Yes.
And those were fucking lit. So I just love to see Yachty putting people on and showing mad love, and I thought it was just a really smart move. LOL. I thought it was a really smart move, and Detroit rap is just blowing up right now. We got V's, YNJ. We got a lot of dope people that are on this. That aren't huge yet either. So to see Yachty just showing love and wanting to see them come up and have their voices heard is just beautiful to me. All the people that he had on there was some even newer producers on there that I never heard of. And even when I looked up some of the producers, actually they produced some of my favorite YNJ songs and stuff. So I thought it was the beat choices were fucking awesome.
Yeah,
the beats are
excellent.
hard. And yeah. Oh, Sway Lee too on
Sway
there.
Lee. We were saying we both like that song.
Yeah,
Never Did Coke. That's one of my favorite beats.
That's def a lie.
Sway Lee's verse too is he skated on that one. I just remember being whoa, this flow is next level. I thought this project was just excellently paced. They kind of front loaded it with songs that they thought would be the singles, and then the middle was a lot of posse cuts, and then the end was just some of the songs that people had already heard. And 14 songs is really refreshing when every album that comes out now is 20 songs.
Yeah.
I was oh man, I'm gonna have to listen to 20 songs. The difference between 14 and 20, you really feel it.
Yeah, I feel that because I get overwhelmed as fuck. But with this, I was not overwhelmed. I just kept listening. And,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I just really fucked with it. And
do you think this is going to be a trend now with Yachty? Well, not even Yachty, but do you think this is going to be a trend with a very big artist going to a music scene that's not theirs and kind of emerging and kind of putting on this group of people?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think in general, a lot of artists are tapping into different sounds that aren't just from this area, just from this state. We saw with drill music, that went from Chicago to New York to now everybody's
to
doing
overseas.
Drill music,
yeah,
overseas, and now the Detroit sound and even the Cali sound, I feel a lot of it is kind of being mixed together in ways, and people are just experimenting, and having fun with it. And I love to see that. And, you know, I hope to see more artists doing collaboration tapes like this and putting on other artists that they really fuck with. You know, if you really fuck with me, then help me out.
Why
you know?
not?
Like,
right. Why not?
And I feel like it really comes down to the money thing, just people being kind of greedy with their money. Like, oh, I got myself to this spot. Like, I'm not just going to give my clout to somebody else or, you know, whatever. But that's love. Like, Yachty really shows mad love. And, you know, he even has a vlog showing, like, the making of this album. And, you know, you hear from all the artists and you just see how they vibe together.
In the studio.
Yeah, in the studio. And, you know, like, he's just saying, like, he was saying, like, you know, I'm not going to stop putting these artists on until they blow up and get, like, the credit they deserve and, like, their voices are heard. And I just, like, really respect that. And I just don't see too many artists doing stuff like that they're not just doing shit for money. You know what I mean?
For sure. And I think another piece of it is the ego, too. Like, rap is competitive. And it's like, oh, I'm better than all these other guys. But I think teamwork makes the dream work. The collaboration is a beautiful thing. And it is better. And it brings both people up. And so, you know, to see the collab album idea develop into something like this, I think it's just such a good idea. And Yachty is one of these guys that just provides opportunity and shows love. And it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter. All that matters is the talent and the music. And like, big shout outs to him. And this album was excellent. And I heard he got, like, the best feedback he'd ever received on this.
I heard that.
So I think other people are rocking with it.
Yeah, it's just a dope idea. Like, you don't even see people in the same states doing shit like this. You know what I mean? Like, collaborating with all the fire artists in their state. So for him to just be like, we're going to do a Detroit, Michigan, just Michigan in general, like, tape with all these artists that I just met through the scene. Like, I think that's such a beautiful thing. And I hope to see, like, more projects like this with him doing it and also other artists. Like, I hope this inspires other artists to be on that type of wave too. I
definitely think it will. So let's jump into the songs we want to talk about. Miss the Rage. Very hype snippet that came out.
When did that snippet come out? Like December or something?
It's old. Like, I think... So the snippet that we're talking about of Trippie Redd just playing the beat in his studio and, like, has, like, a couple bars from the hook, that snippet is a couple months old and it's circulated on TikTok and people have been waiting on this song. And it's finally out, and we were kind of noticing that the internet was kind of panning it a little bit and being very harsh on it, and I think there's a couple reasons for that. One of them being people were excited about the beat, and the verses were not that great, despite the fact that these are big artists that everyone likes.
Like, Cardi and Trippie don't even never had a song together too.
So
for this to be their first song together, I get why it's, like, disappointing to people, or they didn't, like, they had higher expectations for it. I totally get it, and I don't know, like, I thought it was, like, cool, but I definitely think as a single, like, they could have done more with it. You know, I love seeing music videos too. Like, it would have been cool to see a music video to that and not just a visualizer.
Right.
You know, for such a big single with Trippie and Cardi. And like, I saw a lot of hate comments saying, no, take Trippie off this, or just talking a lot of shit. A lot of people are asking for Mario Judah, which I don't really know the situation with that. Like,
I don't either, but I think it goes back to what we were talking about, which is this new genre of music, and Miss the Rage would be considered like a rage beat, and I guess Mario Judah more fits into the kind of rage beat type of artist as opposed to Trippie. And then this beat was apparently made from a guy in Australia. So I don't know how it made its way into the United States and just, like, got all this attention. What do you think of snippet culture in general, and the fact that a lot of these big songs are coming from just a snippet that people are excited about. Do you think the expectation is good for that song or bad for that song?
Honestly, it kind of depends, like, how it's put out there, like the way Coi Leray did it for Big Purr.
I was gonna ask,
you know, they really
the
planned that, the way they put the snippet out, made a TikTok dance, you know, really had people waiting for that song to drop.
And the remix came quite a bit later with Dirk on it.
Yeah, and then that, and you know, they had a whole music video and everything. Like, I think that's cool, but like, if you're gonna build up hype for a snippet, like, it better be fucking sick. Like, you have to like really go crazy with it. But
yeah, and I think what ends up happening a lot of times, the snippets that go are songs that aren't finished. And then it's kind of like a race to the finish. I know this song got fumbled in a lot of different ways because there was a leak that came out. The leak had kind of like another Playboi Carti verse that was just kind of inserted onto the beat. It wasn't made for the beat. And that leak was circulating. And there was like a month-long wait for this song to actually come out. And I think Cardi did this verse like on the quick because I saw this tweet that was like, oh yeah, Cardi recorded this verse during a Givenchy fitting. He just like got it done real quick. So I'm kind of not surprised that his verse wasn't all that. But then at the same time, I think this is one of those songs where you kind of write like a repetitive kind of little verse that's like, it's more about the beat than the bars. So I don't know. Do you want to see a video for this song?
At this point, no, not really.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I like that. I think there's 2 visualizers out because I saw one that had just like Trippie Redd in like a suit of armor and kind of like a mythical one. There's a new one that just came out of like Trippie, like claymation Trippie and claymation Cardi.
Oh, that's cool.
So I haven't actually checked that one out, but you know, they're rolling this out and I think they will continue to support it. I'm wondering if Trippie Redd and Playboi Carti are going to figure out their schedules enough to get this video done fast enough. And I kind of hope they do because in general, I just don't feel like Cardi has enough videos out.
He doesn't.
And I think he's sitting on quite a few because I've seen a lot of stuff of like him recording videos, but they're just not out. Like he has a lot of videos where he's in this like vampire outfit. Those videos have not come out for whatever reason.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that. And yeah, I mean, I don't not like the song, but it's not something that I'm going to be like, oh, I want to listen to that right now. Like, it's a vibe. Like, I could see myself being a little wavy with my friends and like, you know, bumping that in the car or something.
I could see it going up at these festivals that we're going to talk about. I could see that being a song
like
that
an opening
the DJ's
song or
playing.
something.
Right, the DJ opens with that song to get it going.
Yeah,
I think that's more of the vein that it's in. But let's talk about the new Don Toliver song, What You Need. Now this one you like. I
love this song. I heard it like last week. I think I heard it on Spotify's like new release radar playlist, and I love Don Toliver. He is like he makes very like lovey-dovey music. You know, he has his sound. And
he has that voice. Like, the voice is so unique.
Yeah, it's really unique and just like gives you goosebumps. But yeah, I'm waiting for him to drop a tape or something because I really like his music a lot. And this song was just fire. The first time I heard it, I was like, oh, this is nice. So I've been listening to it, and then the video dropped this week, and it was fucking sick. It starts off with like Kali Uchis in it, and I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
Really?
And then,
I totally missed that part.
She was in it in the end too.
Oh, in the end? Because
she was in the beginning and the end. It was like a quick little snippet of her in the beginning. I forget even what she was doing, but she was in the beginning, and then you know they're in. I looked it up. It said they were in like Colombia.
Okay.
So that was cool. I'm pretty sure she's from Colombia or she's Colombian. But it was cool to see that and see like, you know, just the people that live out there were part of the video, you know, they got them involved in it. And it's just kind of like refreshing to see something that's just, this is real life, you know, like these people are living out here, like, you know, just there's like so much going on in the world, and sometimes music videos are just so glitz and glamour and just flexing and whatever, but this was just like a beautifully done video.
It's fun to see culture.
Yeah, it really is fun to see like the different cultures and just like, you know, more simplicity, and then adding in like the cool effects that were in there. Because
the second half of the video is like very psychedelic.
When he gets picked up by this green fucking limo, which was so cool. And, you know, just, I loved the video. I thought it like went really nice with the song. And it was just like really focusing on him and giving this girl what she wants and what she needs. And then the end, it was kind of like some like witch shit. I don't even know.
Like, yeah, it's a to be continued at the end.
Yeah, it was to be continued. So I'm excited. I feel like Kelly Uchis might be like in a remix of that or something.
Or yeah, like featured on the next song or something. They continue that narrative.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like really beautiful, that video and the song. I overall love it. Like I definitely am fucking with Don Toliver heavy. Like,
you were saying he's your favorite Jack boy, right?
I think he is now. Yeah, I think, you know, I used to really fuck with Travis, but I feel like he just got a little too commercial for me. I'm just always like an underground head.
Yeah, that right. And when you have that like love and like you're like a hipster and like in that underground feeling, like somebody
like,
that's doing McDonald's brand deals is just
and Don Toliver's like taking his time clearly with his music, like he's not dropping all the time. So when he drops something, I just get so excited to hear it, and it's always like fire. And definitely like something I want to listen to when I'm like feeling lovey-dovey or, you know, just like trying to relax. It's definitely a vibe. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I like it too. Super chill and just like he almost has created his own lane. The way his voice is just so his own. Like he really owns it, and he's got that talent, and it's just it's his time. Like you just find artists when it's their time, and like you just see him take off. So I know he's going to be taking off in this year, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
I'm excited for his new music.
I actually, like, after this music video, there was, like, one of the next videos. It was, like, it was his full mixtape. And I'm like, what? Like, I didn't know he dropped something. I went on Spotify. There was, like, nothing on there. And I'm like, what is this? So I clicked on it, and it was just, like, a producer or DJ that, like, remixed all these songs. And I was like, damn. Like, I just got so excited.
Right, you got so excited for the pump fake.
The finesse.
It happens a lot. So let's get into talking about like drill music and the run that it's had, but then also like the different ways people are incorporating it.
So yeah, like, okay, so I thought drill started in the UK.
Right.
And I knew like Chief Keef was one of the first ones in the US to do it, but I didn't know that it started like in Chicago with Chief Keef. So, like 2010, he started it, and, you know, then Waka Flocka and, like, a bunch of other artists got into it, and then, like, Pop Smoke really brought it back.
Yeah, and, resurgence,
like,
for sure.
And, you know, they, like, really got it popping again, and all of these other artists from all over the country, all over the world in general, like, are hopping onto these drill beats, and I fucking love drill beats. Like, I really fuck with the vibe, and it's just, like, turned up music, you know, and I just want to hear different flows on the songs, though. Like, I don't like when people are biting off of the same flow or, you know, making themselves have an accent or whatever. Like, I love to hear, like, more originality with it. And, like, at this time in music, you know, everybody's dropping music all the time. There's new artists popping up all the time. So I think it's important to, like, make yourself stand out and not just follow what other people are doing. And it was funny because I was talking about that, and then like a few days later I saw these 2 videos on YouTube. It was one song, Cortex by Lil Yachty, and then the other one was Drop Drill by Sofego, and they're both on these drill beats, really sick drill beats too. Sofego has his same sound that he has singing, and like he's put in more of a singy touch into the drill beat. And I really loved to see that, and it sounded fire. And then Lil Yachty, same shit. Like, he hopped on that, had his own style and flow, and I thought it was just dope to see that, because I'm just tired of hearing these played out drill songs and everybody copying each other's flow. And, you know, you can use a beat and put your own flow onto it, no matter what kind of beat it is. You know, you can fucking put on a country song beat and rap and like do whatever you want. And we're seeing like all these different hybrids now with music. So I think it's so important to just stay more
creative,
authentic and creative, and just do you know?
Absolutely. And I think, yeah, when you're a newer artist coming up, don't just hop on a drill beat because it's trendy and then just do a drill beat flow.
Yeah.
Like, you have, like, music is just this infinite like pool of you just take nothing and make it into something. So there's just so much room to experiment, and I think it's the time where artists have a lot of tools to put themselves out there. So come with something like extremely original. That's how you're gonna break through the noise,
catch people's eye and attention,
and catch people's attention, which is ultimately the goal. I totally agree, but I haven't been too burnt out from drill beats, because I think that resurgence you're talking about, it's only been about a year. So I'm not quite there yet, but yeah, I see it.
No, like I love the drill beats.
But
it's like
it's the songs that are just like
into it,
coming back to back to back that are just very much the same.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, drill beats. Come with your own flow. Why not? I mean, we've seen. There's just
because the drill beats are fire. They're not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. Getting more popular. I've seen them out in Australia, and even just like that kind of like offbeat rapping. Like, I think there's just all sorts of ways to approach a beat.
Yeah, there really is.
Melodic, offbeat, like all these different things you can do. So try some new things out.
Yeah.
Do we want to get into festivals now?
Yeah, let's get into it.
A boatload of festivals. Were you surprised that they announced all these festivals for the summer? Did you see that coming? Did you think it was kind of quick?
Kind of.
Or did you feel like, oh yeah?
I did think it was coming, because I know Rolling Loud tried a few times to reschedule.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. And now, after they did, I saw like Lyrical Lemonade, and then you were telling me about Governor's Ball and Astroworld. So it's like they're all like, okay, this is happening.
One person does it, and then it sets the trend.
Yeah.
I just really thought festivals are the absolute last thing that are going to come back from the pandemic, because it's literally just people getting together for something that's like very like entertainment and like very non-essential.
Yeah.
So I think that's what surprised me, because like in March things were like almost closed down, especially in LA, and very slow, and now it's like mid-May, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a festival summer, we're going. So I was just kind of surprised, but let's talk about some of these lineups. Very interesting lineups.
Let's.
Very dope stuff that's coming up.
So okay, let's start with Rolling Loud, Miami. So okay, A$AP Rocky headlining on Friday, the first day. So we want to talk about A$AP Rocky headlining, because you know, he hasn't dropped like a huge project in a while. Like,
I mean, I don't think he's dropped his own song since 2019. Just like a song of his.
He has, but it was like he has. I know he has, but it's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's not really like his old flow.
Okay.
So it was more like singy, more chill vibes, but I'm waiting for like a new Cozy tape. So maybe maybe there is something big coming out.
I feel like all these artists
for him to be headlining
are gonna want to get something out before they touch the road and do all these big shows.
And at the end of the day, like A$AP Rocky is one of my biggest musical inspirations.
Yeah,
so I'll never hate on him being like a headliner. Like I'll never be like, oh, he shouldn't be a headliner, because I think he deserves to be. Like he's really like done a lot for the culture and inspired a lot of people. And even though he's not dropping a bunch of shit right now, I don't think that's a reason for him not to be a headliner, because everybody's still gonna be singing to his songs. Everybody's still gonna be at his set. You know, nobody's gonna want to miss out on it, because he always has crazy ass performances. And you know, I have mad respect for him.
He does big productions. And I think the two things I want to mention within that is just like, we live in this time of like the songs come and go.
Yeah.
Like the big songs come and go, and then the artist that doesn't really have a fan base goes.
Yeah.
The second the song's not hot. Rocky has been building. He's probably 10 years in to being an artist, 10 plus, and this is a guy that sells tickets. And I think like regular people don't really realize that kind of value that exists with being a promoter. As a promoter, you want to book people that sell tickets.
Yeah.
A$AP Rocky cannot drop music for a year, and then he can go and sell tickets to an arena show, and he will fill up the arena. Yeah. So that's why we're seeing him on these festivals.
Yeah.
Because A$AP Rocky sells tickets.
Yep, that makes sense. Overall, like the lineup's fire.
Yeah, so
we have
who
a
are
lot
the other
of
headliners
on here? Travis
for day
Scott,
2 and 3? Travis Scott,
and then Post Malone,
on Sunday.
And then with special guest Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda, out of jail, back on the festival
Rolling Loud.
circuit.
I would love to see a female DJ as one of your main DJs. I would love to see it.
Yeah.
You know, hit me up. There's a lot of female DJs that I know that are killing it in this scene.
Facts.
So it's like, come on, it's 2021. Let's see it. I want to see it.
Okay, so
but I do see some like a lot of female artists on here.
I think for rappers, there's more female artists than ever. Right now.
Oh,
it's a good
hell
time.
yeah. We have on here City Girls. We have Flo Milli. Who else do I know on here? Des Dior, Erica Banks. Who else is on here? I know Coi Lerais on here somewhere.
Coi Leray having her moment right now.
Meg
Thee Stallion.
Yeah. Bia. Shout out to Bia from Boston. She's on here.
Have you heard her big song that's kind of trending right now? The Bodega.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Bia's shout out
fire.
to Bia.
I love
so
Bia.
fire. No,
Ruby Rose is on
really
here.
Into her. Ooh.
Tia Corinne is fire. She's on here. And actually, Shoutouts DJing for Tia Corinne.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Hoodat. If you haven't seen our interview with her, that's FREQ. Yeah. I don't know exactly what episode, but
I forget what episode.
Check out the
that's
channel.
A really good one.
Really good interview with her.
Tay Money's on here. A
really
lot of
like
dope
her.
Female artists are on here.
I like that.
Dude,
Texas
T-Pain's on this.
T-Pain?
That's awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a fire lineup. We got Sofago. You know, you see like more artists that have recently blowed up.
I was going to say, Rolling
here.
Loud is really good at identifying that younger talent, almost like Lyrical Lemonade is good at identifying
because
that
it's young people
younger talent, bringing them in and being like, yeah, we need you here. Okay, let's go to the next festival. What's the next one?
Let's see. Summer Smash.
Okay, so who are those
Lyrical
headliners?
Lemonade. We got A$AP Rocky, Lil Baby, and Lil Uzi. And this is probably like a little bit of a smaller lineup, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's
or
a
maybe
smaller
it's just
festival
the way
in
the
general.
flyer looks. But overall, fire artists. Some of them I don't know, so that's cool. Like,
right, giving
would love
an
to hear some
opportunity
new
to
artists.
some new artists. And a lot of these new artists haven't done much performing.
Yeah,
there's no shows.
That's the other thing.
And so that's like going to be really exciting to see them for the first time.
Hell yeah. This lineup is like fucking sick. We got some of my favorite people. Let's see. Lil Tech is on here. Lil Yachty, Mulatto, Sway Lee, Xavier Wolf, Young Bands. Cash Page, she's really fire.
Yeah, she's
Young Baby Tate, she's fire. Baby Keem.
A lot of excitement
Coil
around
Ray's
his
on
new
here.
releases.
Earl Sweatshirt's on this shit. Look at Earl on here. Ski Mask Gunna, Babyface Ray, Blueface, Famous Dex, Internet Money, Made in Tokyo, SSG Kobe. Who else do I know on here?
I mean, there
Lucky,
is really.
Pooh Shiesty, So Fega,
Oh,
Waka
Pooh Shiesty
Flocka,
really
Young
into.
M.A., BK the fucking Ruler, So Fire. Yeah, I think Pierre Bourne's on here.
Where's this is
NGYL.
This is in
Chicago,
okay,
yeah.
Okay. I thought so.
And then Zach Bia is DJing. I've never seen him DJ, but I know he's fucking killing it.
Yeah,
I would love to
his
see
name
him
has
DJ.
been. And what? So what does he mainly do? Is he? Mainly
I know
a
he
DJ?
he DJs, but I know he hangs around with Drake and shit. Like I think
he's
Drake
kinda
put
like
him
a
on or something.
Dot connector, as they call him. I think that's a new word for it.
So yeah, this is like a dope lineup, and they had like, I don't know how much the Rolling Loud tickets were, but I remember I paid like $450 for like general admission, but I saw for this it was like $400 for VIP, and that comes with like, you know, booths with air conditioning and like special food vendors, and you get like some merch, and you know there's like little things you get with it. So I liked that.
The add-ons, yeah. I mean, the festival environment is really cool because there's different stuff there to do. It's not just all about music. It's a real big production. In a lot of cases. What's the next one?
Governor's Ball,
New York City.
This one's in September.
What island is it? Does it say right on there? It's on this like island in New York City. It's really cool. It gives it that like destination type thing. Oh, it might just be at Citi Field. Okay, never mind. They've done it before on the this island in New York, but Citi Field would be like Queens, right?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I think that's where the Mets play. But who are our headliners?
We got Billie Eilish. I love to see it. I don't listen to her that much, but I respect what she does.
Have you checked out her documentary at all?
No, I haven't. I watched this like
she
short
had like a
video.
big documentary kind of recently.
I watched like this short video just about like your body and like how it's yours and like you have to own it, and like I love that. And she's like, now she's doing shoots with like more revealing clothes and like, good for you, girl. Own that shit. And like there was a lot of word about like people wanting to see what she looked like when she was younger and like before she was 18, and like people just being like weird and creepy, of course. And now she's like, this is my body. I'm owning it. Like, fuck y'all.
Yeah, she's
and
mature.
like,
I mean, she's such
really
a young
on some
artist.
Boss bitch shit.
Even now.
Yeah, she's super young. She's like my sister's age. And she's just really blown up, and I love to see it. I would love to see her perform, honestly. And then A$AP Rocky and J Balvin, which is interesting.
It's day
it's
2.
Just like right next to each other, headlining.
That's very odd.
And then
that
Post
they designed
Malone.
it like that. And Post Malone for day 3. Oh, Post Malone. So how do we feel about Post Malone? He's on a couple of these.
Honestly, I don't really listen to him anymore.
Okay, anymore?
No,
meaning you
like,
used to?
I used to kind of more when he like first came out. I was listening to him like probably the first few years, and then I kind of fell off because he got more like pop for me.
Right, and I
really
think
into
that's his appeal. He has bridged the gap between like creating a pop song over a rap beat.
Yeah.
He does that the best of right now.
He's super talented.
There's a lot of
he has
songs I like from him
for sure. Like always dropping hits.
And he back to the selling tickets thing. That guy sells tickets.
Oh yeah.
Easy. Okay, and so who
but
are some of the other
there are a lot
big
of artists on here that I don't really know.
I want to shout out Riz La Vie, who's going to be at GovBall. This is somebody I knew back when I lived in New York, and I've seen him grind.
Oh,
and I've seen him have big success with singles, and very happy for him. So definitely check out his set if you're out there.
Amaray. I love Amaray.
I'm not familiar with her.
She's so good, and she's performing. She's actually right next to Rizla. How do you say it? Rizlavi?
Rizlavi, yeah.
Rizlavi. She's performing there. 21 Savage, Young
21.
Thug, Burna Boy, Megan Thee Stallion, Amin. I don't know some of these people.
Right. GovBall's a little more like Coachella-y. It's like the East Coast
that's
Coachella.
what it looks like.
So they have a good mix of artists, and I've never been to one, but I really want to go to one. We can go to the next one. Do we have one more festival on there? Or is that
Astroworld, but we don't have any lineup for that.
Interesting. Travis Scott selling out Astroworld in what I heard was like a half hour with no
lineup.
You know he's gonna be there. That's enough to go spend your hundreds of dollars on a ticket. And of course, he's gonna bring in the big guns. So I think this is gonna be a really hyped show. Something I want to talk about in the future is like who has the best merch. I think that's something we should talk about
because Rolling Loud has always had sick merch.
Yeah.
But also like Lyrical Lemonade has some dope shit too.
I think it's all about like putting time into it, not being like super basic or anything like that. So I think quickly to kind of like wrap things up, which one of those four that we just mentioned would you be most excited to go to? Most interested to go to?
Probably the Lyrical Lemonade one, because I've been to Rolling Loud, and I don't know if I would go to the Miami one because that's the first one that's happening out of all these festivals, and I just want to see the turnout. I want to see how it goes.
Vibe.
Like I had tickets to last year's Rolling Loud and didn't get a refund until this year.
Right.
So it's like if that gets canceled, I'm not trying to like do that shit again.
Right.
And I also just want to see how it is because I don't know if they're going to separate sections for people to stand in. It's not going to be one big crowd like it normally is, and like I love being in the mosh pits of the big ass crowd and feeling the energy of everybody. So if it's going to be like set up differently, I don't know how I feel about going to it. And I don't know. I just want to see how it goes before I like go spend $500 on a ticket. And also, you know, if that one goes well and shit, I definitely want to go to the Lyrical Lemonade one. There's a lot of like artists on there I would like to see, and also I've never been to Chicago. I want to go out there, and I just fuck with Cole Bennett and everything he's doing, so I would love to support what he's doing. And yeah.
Hell yeah. Oof. I think I would have wanted to go to Astroworld because of that whole like theme park type thing that they do. I think it would just be a lot of fun to hang out there. I've never been to Texas. Texas is the new hot spot. Everyone with money is leaving LA and like moving to Texas.
Dude, you
so
know, like
I feel like that's like the spot.
People moved out of LA this year? This past year?
I know. I can see why.
That's so crazy.
It is. Like, what are we doing?
For the first time since like
we're messing up. Why are we coming and everyone's leaving?
People that have moved out of here.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of changes they can make on a governmental level to make LA a better place to live. But yeah, I would definitely go to Texas this summer, Astroworld. That would be fun.
Yeah, I would love to go to Texas.
But if I don't make it this year, I think I almost definitely will go next year.
Yeah, definitely want to see the vibes. But, you know, hopefully, I'm hoping everything is smooth and everything's lit as fuck, you know. Right. The world's opening back up. I want to see everything be bigger than it ever was, you know.
Right,
like,
exactly. And I think people are hungry. People are
really
hungry.
Work on everything, like work on ourselves, work on our crafts, you know, get creative, find different styles, different things we like to do, you know. Rolling Loud has had time to really put this work in all these festivals, you know, they've had time to really think about who they want to be part. They've had all these new artists pop up that they're like trying to book and get to perform when they haven't performed in mad long. And, you know, this is where artists make their money is performing. So and like really showing people their talent. And like a lot of artists love to perform, you know? So to be able to perform for a huge crowd that's just ready to like go outside and like enjoy something, like I'm excited to see that.
I'm excited for exactly the same things. I think this is a great place to wrap up the episode.
That's it, guys.
That in the bank. FREQ number 13.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching. Let us know, like in the comments, or even just hit us up on Instagram, what festival you would go to if you had the infinite budget. And we're going to see you next week. We're doing this every week.
See y'all next week. Thank you for tuning in.
Peace out.